are not answered, we have to do what's called a minutes audit. We look at the minutes of the meetings, and we're looking for deferred maintenance to being spoken about in the meetings. If any of that happens, or if the budget doesn't pass review, then you have to go with either a limited review loan program or a non-warrantable condo program, which can require a 25% down payment. So to answer your question, there are other loan programs available with as little as 5% down, but you've got to make sure the association is going to make it through the condo questionnaire process, a full condo questionnaire review, and get the green light. At that point, all programs are available to you. As that becomes diminished, they're not answering the questions or they don't pass the budget review, then you're limited with the loan programs that you can use. And that may be what your agent's referring to. If you have any questions on that, just give us a shout. So here we go into another break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. My name is Mark-Eitel. This is Mr. Mortgage Show. 561-291-8569 is how you get a hold of us. Hey, it's Mark-Eitel, host of the Mr. Mortgage Show. You hear me all the time talking about the need to have the very best team representing you in a real estate transaction. And that starts with a really great agent. If you've got a great agent, that's awesome. But if you don't, check out www.reallyGreatAgents.com. There you'll find the best of the best, regardless of the city they work in or the brokerage they work for. www.reallyGreatAgents.com. www.reallyGreatAgents.com.
Here's another 5-star review.
As a realtor, I have a bunch of mortgage brokers to choose from, but I prefer to work with Mark and his Mr. Mortgage team. In this crazy market, there is no room for error, especially on the mortgage side. Mark's team moves fast, keeps everybody in the loop, and makes things happen. They always give my clients a great deal and take the time to walk them through every step of the process. When you're considering a lender, I encourage you to talk to Mark-Eitel and the Mr. Mortgage team.
It's not every day that you need an appraisal, whether it's for a divorce settlement, estate planning, or maybe you're appealing a tax assessment, or you just want to make sure you have adequate coverage in your property insurance. When you need a certified appraisal, turn to my friends at SOFLappraisal.com. That's SOFLappraisal.com. Peter and his team have been appraising properties here in South Florida for decades. SOFLappraisal.com. And tell them you heard this on the Mr. Mortgage Show.
Are inflation and everyday expenses eating into your retirement income? Maybe you've considered a reverse mortgage and have unanswered questions like, do I still own my property? Can the bank kick me out? What happens when I die? Can I still leave my house to my kids? These are all great questions. Visit www.moreaboutreverse.com to learn more. That's www.moreaboutreverse.com. www.moreaboutreverse.com.
Welcome back to the Mr. Mortgage Show. Call us now, 561-291-8569.
All right. I'm back. My name is Mark-Eitel, host of the Mr. Mortgage Show, and we are going to keep rolling with your questions. I'm going to throw it over to Dom and see what we've got.
All right, we have Steve who sent us a funny one. He wants to know, do you think the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock thing was staged?
Hey, Steve. I think I know who Steve is, but I don't know. I certainly would have expected if Will Smith was really going to hit Chris Rock that he would have knocked him over, at least. For God's sakes, Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in the movies, but I have no idea. But it was interesting to see all the memes and reaction to that afterwards. So, but yeah, hey Steve, thanks for that question, and you're going to owe me a beer for getting that one on the air if you're the Steve I think you are. But anyway, Mark-Eitel, the Mr. Mortgage Show, we do this every week, same channel, same time. So certainly appreciate you being here. If you have questions, hit us up at 561-291-8569. Visit the website, www.mr.mortgage, or check out the new Facebook page while you're on the web. Go to the facebook.com and just type in, up in the search bar, the Mr. Mortgage Show. We're building out a new Facebook page for the show, and we're adding a lot of the articles and data sets that you hear me reference during the show there, and you'll be able to read through them in detail, and you can interact with us there also. If you have questions, just drop them in Facebook, and we'll answer them for you too. So hopefully you you find that enjoyable, we're going to really keep stacking that full of information, because our goal with this every week is to give you the information that you need to make better real estate and mortgage decisions. Because, hey, there's so much craziness going on right now in the news surrounding real estate. And is this a bubble? Is it going to burst? I hope we set some of that at ease. I mean, you really, really, really need to focus on supply and demand. Yeah, definitely look at interest rates also. They may cool demand, but the real driver in whether this is a bursting bubble is supply and demand. And there are a lot of headwinds in the real estate market, no doubt. But my personal belief, as I explained in the first segment and in that, that rant, if you will, that's on the Facebook page, that I don't believe this is a bursting bubble scenario. I just think we go into a flattening appreciation cycle and allow time to catch us up where we are. So, but yeah, we talked about that. We talked about reverse mortgages. Terry, I hope I put your mind at ease there. Somebody asked a question regarding, what can you use the cash out of a mortgage and debt consolidation to pay for? And you can pay off anything as long as you qualify for the mortgage and it meets the loan to value requirement. You can pay just about anything off. You can pay your bookie off with it. So I'm hoping we answered all your questions. I'm doing a quick mental review of what we had. Different strategies around pulling equity out of your current primary home to buy investment properties. We touched on that. But yeah, hopefully you got your question answered. If you didn't, shoot it to us at 561-291-8569 and we'll get you on the air. But yeah, everybody exhale. Interest rates are still historically low. I know they feel high because of where we came from, but we're still in a wonderful environment. We talked about the DSCR loan for buying investment properties. We even talked about buying an investment property as a primary residence with as little as 3% down, which I think is an amazing opportunity, because if you're going to jump into the real estate market and you're going to capitalize on positive cash flow as well as appreciation, how awesome would it be to have 3 other people helping you pay your bills in the form of, in a 4-unit property if you live in one and rent the other 3 out. Now, that's assuming you want to be that close to the other 3 people. So you better rent them out to people you like, but just a great, great opportunity. We talk about it all the time. Look past the headlines, look to the opportunity, because it's out there. And our goal, as always, is to get you the information you need to kind of navigate through these waters. So we certainly appreciate all your questions, and hopefully we address them. We are going to continue to answer anything you have at 561-291-8569. But we are wrapping this one up. So we will be with you again next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And during the week, I encourage you to hit the Facebook page. The Facebook page is The Mr. Mortgage Show. There you'll be able to interact with us, get your questions answered, and find a lot of useful data that we use to put the show together each week. So again, my name is Mark-eitel. This is The Mr. Mortgage Show. You can find us online at www.mr.mortgage. That's mr.mortgage, no.com.
That's a wrap. Join Mark-eitel next week for more thrilling, edge-of-your-seat discussions about real estate and mortgages right here on The Mr. Mortgage Show.